Hey everyone, I'm Matt from Listen Up, and today we're going to talk about the new iFi Neo iDSD2 desktop lossless Bluetooth DAC and amp. It's a mouthful, but this device does a ton of things. So I've been a hi-fi guy for a long time. I've set up my house with several different types of systems, some of them vinyl driven, then big separates with a separate streamer, DAC, preamp, amp combo. And I've loved the whole journey, but during the pandemic, I realized that I was really spending way more time at my desk working and listening to music there than I was on my main system. So I really made an investment in my DeskFi setup, and I couldn't be happier. It was just turning me on to, music I hadn't listened to in a decade and listening to a lot of new music with the ease of streaming. And I went through a bunch of different components, whether they were speakers, headphones, headphone amplification, and it's a really fun part of the hobby because it's way easier to trade out a DeskFi piece of amplification than it is to box up and move an 85-pound amplifier. So I'm really a big fan of DeskFi and have enjoyed this unit and have some real experience to compare it to with other headphone amplifiers and DAC solutions. So in hi-fi, there's an analogy that gets used all the time where components are compared to race cars. And it's usually when people are talking about the law of diminishing returns. And that is, beyond a certain point, you are having to pay a lot more for a little bit more return. So with a super high performance car, it might be tens of thousands of dollars to get a few more horsepower. In hi-fi, the same is true. With the ultra premium components, do they sound better? Yes, but you're paying exponentially more for incrementally better sound. With iFi, they tend to reverse that story. They actually start at very modest price points, a lot of components down as low as $99. And this unit, the Neo iDSD2, is priced at $899 and delivers value and performance that's rivaling competitors that are 2 or 3 times the price. So the Neo iDSD2 starts with a really clean DAC, and you could use this as a DAC-only piece, choosing from 4 different source inputs, use it just for digital decoding, and you could even put this unit in your main system. We'll talk a little bit more about the components they're using for the DAC, but I can tell you it is competitive with stuff that's twice the price on the market. Out on top of the DAC, you've got this selection of inputs and outputs. So mainly this device is going to be used via USB, but you have optical, and then you also have a first ever lossless Bluetooth for streaming from your phone. On the output side, you've got primarily RCA and a balanced output if you are running to powered speakers on your desktop that will accept a balanced connection. On top of that, on the front, you've got headphone out, and it is a very accomplished headphone amplifier. They actually raised the power output by a factor of 5 for this unit. And you've got an IEM smaller connector balanced, and then your larger connector. So this will do some IEM matching. If headphones are your primary way to listen, really the story here is great sound coming in, a very clean DAC with a great Femento clock for less jitter, and a variety of outputs to really enjoy your listening, whether it's speakers or headphones. With the Neo iDSD2 used in my desktop solution, I am driving my content into the device from my PC via USB. Now, USB gets a bad rap in hi-fi and audio circles because it can slightly corrupt the audio that's coming in. For a lot of people, it's imperceivable, but you can get what they call jitter, where the packets of information are getting slightly misaligned as they get decoded. iFi tackles this by incorporating some pretty advanced clocking technology. So as the data stream comes in, it goes through what they call a femto clock. This keeps everything really synchronized and allows the Burr-Brown DAC chip to decode it in the correct order. Now, Burr-Brown is a chip that's used across the industry, but iFi creates a real native design around that chip to bring out a unique sound that is all their own. And I think they get a really good sound out of this Burr-Brown chip. The secret there is a 32-bit XMOS microcontroller. So there's putting a lot of smarts behind this, allowing this unit to decode the highest levels of audio that's produced today. So full 32-bit, you get excellent sound with your highest res streaming services. So if you've been curious about this unit, the iFi Neo iDSD2, you've probably heard the big headlines, which is this is technically the first DAC to offer lossless Bluetooth. Now, when they're saying lossless Bluetooth, they're talking about full CD quality over the adept lossless codecs. So up till now, there's been a number of different Bluetooth codecs, and this is compatible with all of them, whether that's aptX Adaptive, LDAC, AAC. There's a number of different Bluetooth formats out there, but all of those were compressed until now. So aptX lossless is the first format with no compression. Allows you to totally cut the cords. If you don't want to use USB in, you can get full CD quality just streaming off your phone. This is going to be a full 1200 kilobytes per second bit rate and no USB jitter. So there are some advantages. Overall, you can stream higher resolution files over USB, but if you're happy with CD quality, you will get lossless CD quality for the first time over Bluetooth with this unit. This being the second generation of the Neo iDSD, they really decided to up their game with the headphone output. The original unit, I think, was about 1250 milliwatts of peak power. This has almost 5 times more at 5,500 milliwatts at 32 ohms. So it's a very powerful headphone amplifier if headphones are going to be your preference for listening to music with this unit. So you can do large demanding headphones, you can do IEMs. They do have a full IEM matching componentry here, so you are going to eliminate the hiss or any sort of ground noise with highly sensitive IEMs. And you do have 4 different gain settings, so you can really dial this in to a huge variety of headphones, bringing back some of the fun of Desk-Fi, where you can try a different pair of headphones for different types of music. There are people that love a jazz headphone or a total rock and roll headphone, and with this unit, you can switch out the headphones, change your settings, and get the best out of your music. So not only can you customize the output for different headphones, but you can actually customize your sound overall with this unit. You've got a couple different analog processing models, so they call them X-Space and X-Bass. X-Bass kind of expanding your sound stage, making it feel a little more immersive, and X-Bass, or I guess they are now onto X-Bass 2, is actually all about bringing out a little more bass in the headphones. You also have 4 digital filters on the front end, so you can fine-tune that sound stage for kind of high and low frequency response, and this is going to help you get a better match with different types of headphones. So after, I don't know, 10 or 12 days with this unit on my desk, listening to music every day, I've come away extremely impressed. It's new to me to play with some of the iFi products. These are maybe half the price of some of the units I've been using before, and I think the value story is absolutely tremendous. This unit does a ton of things. It does it very well. Along with that whole idea of diminishing returns, if you wanted to spend 3 or 4 times more, could you absolutely get better sound? Probably. At this price, I think this is the unit to beat. It may even be the unit to beat at twice this price. So it's really an incredible unit, does a lot of things. If you're interested in streaming more over Bluetooth, it is the best you can get at any price. And if you just want a really versatile unit for your Desk-Fi explorations, play with the sound, fine tune it to your liking, try different headphones, have a really consistent, clean DAC presentation, you're getting a ton of value with this unit. It's a great way to get into DeskFi and revamp or upgrade your current desktop setup. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this content. I hope we're going to cover more products in this DeskFi category. So if you're interested, hit the like button and subscribe for future videos. If you want to learn more about the iFi Neo iDSD 2, you can shop this product at listenup.com. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.